Hello everyone, welcome back to Fury Time channel. The Predator is getting richer but chooses boxing instead of MMA. It has been a year since Francis Ngannou signed a contract with PFL. He was supposed to play several matches in the league, became its main star, but it's not even close to clear how quickly the Predator will return to the cage. In the spring, he will fight Anthony Joshua according to the rules of professional boxing. Therefore, the MMA fight is postponed even further, and the question arises as to why PFL pays Ngannou money at all. Francis joined the league and immediately received a wide range of plays and bonuses. He admitted that he had received a very generous monetary offer that outweighed all others, but the UFC offered Ngannou from $6 million to $8 million per performance. This means that for each PFL match, the Predator will get even more. But so far, the fighter is in no hurry to return to the cage. Firstly, he continues to earn great money for his performances in professional boxing. Secondly, Francis immediately received a lot of options from the organization. On the spot, Francis was given a check for signing the contract itself. The parties did not disclose the details of such a deal, but there is confidence that this is really solid money that Ngannou was paid immediately after entering the league. In addition, Predator is now chairman of PFL Africa. Of course, there is no such department yet, and it will appear only in 2025 as the organization plans. But at the same time, there is confidence that Ngannou is already receiving payments for this position, which means he's getting richer. Francis is also an ambassador for PFL, which he also does not do for free, and a Predator who doesn't even play in the PFL gets a lot of money. But he does it for a reason. It is worth nothing that Ngannou still brings great benefits to the organization, and that's why he has not yet received any dissatisfaction from the league, and all because he appears on all the big shows. On one of them, he even held a stare-down with Jones. Therefore, Francis becomes the main character of each such event, and even the least attractive cards are still getting louder. In addition, Francis fights according to the rules of professional boxing, but everyone understands perfectly well that he is a PFL fighter, and one way or another it attracts a lot of interest in the league. It is worth nothing that Ngannou may not just advertise an organization in another sport, and even drag over time one of the main stars of professional boxing for a fight under the auspices of the PFL. We are talking about Anthony Joshua, who has already said about the desire to try himself in mixed martial arts. Ngannou really does not fight under the auspices of PFL yet, although he receives a lot of money. But it's worth nothing that Francis brings tremendous benefits to the league, and therefore the Predator is really considered one of the most valuable assets of the organization. Former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou has announced that he plans to test the chin of former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. The year 2024 began last week with high-profile announcements. It was announced that Ngannou will face Joshua in a 10-round boxing match in the heavyweight division, and it is expected to take place on March 8 in Saudi Arabia. The fight was announced 2 weeks after Joshua showed a demonstration performance against Otto Wallin. In the same evening, when his planned opponent at the time, Deontay Wilder, suffered an unexpected embarrassing defeat from Joseph Parker, and according to Ngannou, that's when he saw that Joshua had a weak chin. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.